All right, here we are. This is the final unit for science. This is an interdisciplinary unit on climate change. I'm going to give you a lot of information today about this climate change unit. It is 10 days long, and I'm going to be giving you updates every day so that you know what to do on a regular basis. But let me just walk you through the main document. So this 10-day climate change document, this is your main document that you're going to go to on a regular basis. It is going to tell you day by day what to do in each of these sections. So, right, today is day one. We're going to intro the unit. You're going to watch a video walkthrough of this project. That's what you're doing right now. So if you're doing that right now, you have completed task one of today. And then you're going to look at your journals and look how you're taking notes. As you look ahead towards next tomorrow, you're going to be looking at different resources, taking notes, final projects. All of these are live links that will take you to different pieces of the project. This also, page 3, is one that you're going to be coming back to on a regular basis, so become good friends with it. So each day is going to have a content objective and a language objective. Today's content objective is to discuss the relationships between things in scientific, historical, or technical texts, and take notes on what you are reading, as we've done in the past. Active reading, active writing, active learning. And the language objective today is to put together my own definition of climate change. So the first day, I want you to watch this story of a spoon. It's a short video about the story of the spoon. You're going to watch this introduction, which you've done. You're going to open up a copy of your climate justice journal, which is on page 3. And if you click on this link, it'll take you back to page 3 to make a copy of it. And then you're going to answer questions in Padlet. And so this Padlet link right here will take you to this Padlet here, where you will add notes to each one of these. You do have the option of commenting on other people's, but these are not anonymous. You need to add your name to them and make sure that you are being respectful to others. So the first question is, how do you feel after watching A Story of the Spoon? And then what's one thing you took away, either an aha or an oh no, and a question or comment you have, and then how would you define climate change? You remember, that's our learning goal for today, is how can I come up with my own definition of climate change? Okay, so once I go back to this, I go on to day 2, and I'm not going to go into day 2 just yet. Maybe I am. No, I'm not. I will give you day 2's information later. It's going to give you a lot more information about the resources, taking notes, and the big projects. I will show you real quick all the different resources that you have at your disposal. So one of the first ones is this climate justice resource slides. There's a table of contents section. Each of these will take you to a different section. You just click on them, and it'll take you to either websites, or it'll take you to books, which is further down, or it'll take you to videos, which is even further. It's on slide 14, so it'll take you automatically to videos. You're responsible for watching at least one of these every day and taking notes on each one of them. So I want to really point out this section here, the news articles. These are all Newsela articles. They have some support, a little bit of support, or no support. So depending on where your reading level comfort is, you might want a little bit more support about this project. Or if you're feeling comfortable reading these technical materials and scientific materials, just go ahead and skip right over somewhere in between. It's right here. So each one of these should work. Each one of these websites is going to be looking at different things. Each one of these videos, there's a section on music, which I think is really cool. Like, here's some music about climate change, and so, listen to these and really take a moment to think about the lyrics and how they affect you and what does it make you feel. And you're going to add those to your science journal. Okay, speaking of your science journal, let's take a look at what that looks like. So this is your climate justice journal. As we become familiar with the resources for climate change, here's a space to record your thoughts and questions about climate justice. So you're all going to get one of these. You're going to make your own copy of it. This is not something that I need to have, but I would like to see this in the end. So please make sure you're keeping this up to date. I'm going to ask you to turn this in your final project. So when you're doing your journals, reflect honestly, do your best work, and watch the videos before adding to the journal. That may seem like common sense, but a lot of times I think people want to just jump to the end and be like, oh yeah, that's fine. It's all good. All right. So day one, here's another recap of day one. You're going to answer these questions on the Padlet. There's another link to that Padlet that I already showed you. And then here's what it's going to look like for the 1 to 2 weeks. That date isn't correct. I'll fix that date before I send it off to you. You're going to add your resource, add the name of it. What's the main idea of this resource? And then what stuck with you? And just fill in a little bit, a couple thoughts. Obviously, the space is really small. You can just keep writing. It'll extend out. And then, again, these dates are wrong, but I'll fix those dates. You're going to do some ideation later on about your big project. You're going to click on your final project, and then you are going to submit it. Now, this is the fun part. You are going to submit all of your final projects here on a website, and that website will be live so that you can send this out to your friends, share it on your Instagrams, however you'd like to do it, so that we can all see each other's. So speaking of that, here are the final projects that you can choose from. You can do a video PSA. I think we've done PSAs before, I don't remember. They're going to be usually like 3 to 5 minutes. I would actually even say like less than that. You really want to get your readers' attention or your listeners' attention, share with them what you're passionate about and how they can make a difference. You might want to write a letter to your local government. This could be your governor or a congressman. It could be to the mayor of Los Altos, basically stating, hey, we need to make a difference in climate change, and here's why. And you're going to back it up with the evidence from your research. You could do a speech. And if you're going to do a speech or a letter, I really want you to read it out to us. I want you to share it with us as if you are the speaker. Be that Greta Thunberg, be that Malala Yousafzai. Really show us like what it is to be an activist for climate change. Or you may want to plan an organization or an outing for your community. This is not something that you need to take into action right now, but it's something that I'd really like you to think about planning in great detail. How's it going to be received by your community? What are the needs in your community? Who are you going to get involved with this? Right here, here's the plan, right? The goal, the event, the reason behind it, why it's important, all of this stuff. There is an option, it's not on here, but there is an option for a student-created project. Now, it needs to be approved, obviously, but if you are passionate about something and you want to get it done, then go for it, make it happen. I think that is pretty much the end. Oh, sorry, there is a form also that will be in the documents as well. That's where you're going to add your information about your project. If you want to do a new project or something different, you're just going to tell me about it. And that's where I'll do my approvals from. And I think that's it. Hopefully this is a fabulous project. Again, this is just the overview of the project. I will give you more detailed instruction on how to do each day's worth of work. So be looking for those, but always be going back to your 10-day climate change document. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, and enjoy this project.